What's up, YouTube? Whoa. Hold on. What's up, YouTube? Today, wait. Today, I'm gonna get the flag in the background. Gotta represent. But today, we're gonna talk about what I've been doing recently, because I haven't made a video in forever. So, update on life. I'm still with the Coast Guard, obviously, but today we're gonna talk about me getting back into law enforcement. I used to work for a sheriff office a few years ago for a little bit. That ended. But now I am back trying. Well, not trying. Well, I guess you could say trying. I don't know. But I went again for law enforcement, and update is I'm hired now. So, but I was gonna talk to you about the process that I have to go through. This hat looks horrible. But so starting out with the beginning, it's a long process getting into law enforcement. The things you gotta do, a lot of tests. But for me and the department I chose, it started out with taking a tour of the facility. So it was like a 2-part day. So half the day we took a tour of the facility, took a look around, checked everything out, see where we're gonna be working at, all that good stuff. Then we had to take a written test, the the civil service exam, I think is what it's called, which is basically, to me, basically felt like it was like an ASVAB what I took for the military. It asks you all kinds of questions about like math questions, history question. Well, maybe not so much history. Reading comprehension, science, that kind of stuff. See how smart you are. So I took that test. That was all on the same day. Passed that. We were supposed to take the physical test, the physical agility test, but it was like 90 degrees that day, and they just canceled it that day. It was too hot. I just now took that actually and passed it after like 4 months at least. I thought they skipped it, but they hit me with it. They said, yep, Saturday, show up here to do your physical test. I was like, But anyway, so first day, or first part of the process, actually, when you first apply for the law enforcement, you actually have to pass the minimum requirement. So the pre-employment stuff, or actually, what do you call it? I don't know how to explain it, but you got to have a high school diploma. Yeah, all that. So, high school diploma, pass a drug test. You got to do a polygraph, the lie detector test. You got to take a psychological exam. That was a lot of questions. I'll go through all this too. What else? Have a psychological appointment with the psych doctor. I forgot what you call them. I don't think they call it psych doctors or psychologists. Appointment with a psychologist. And also, you need to get your fingerprints done for your background check. And with your background, they're going to go through your actual background. I don't know what kind of background they do. I don't know if it's FBI or whatever, personal, whatever you call it. But they will go through your social media. So, if you have anything on social media, and you're trying to get in law enforcement, you should take a look at your social media, because they're going to go through that. They are going to ask for your social media, your Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, the paper on your polygraph and stuff. I think polygraph or background. It asks for your social media information, because they're going to go through that and see what kind of person you are. So they're going to do that. What else am I missing? I'm missing, the home visit. They're going to show up to your house. Well, my department does, but they will set up a home visit. They'll come to your house. They'll go check out your place, see how you are. Every department's different, but there is a home visit required in my process. So let's get into how I handled my steps. So, like I said, I did the tour, easy. I did the civil service exam. Like I said, it was just a bunch of questions about your knowledge. Passed that. The psychological exam, that was 300 questions. So, I think it was 300. Yeah, it's like 300 questions. I forgot all what they asked on it because it's been months ago. But basically, They're basically looking to see how you are mentally, how you handle things. What makes you mad? What makes you happy? What do you do to help you relax? What do you do when you get mad? How do you handle your stress? All that kind of stuff. That's on the psychological exam. After you pass that, you get set up with a psychologist. I had a Zoom meeting with a psychologist, and he went over all my questions. We talked about it. I passed it. I sounded good. I sounded mentally strong enough, so I'm passed on that. Also, there is a medical exam. They will test your vision. They will test your hearing. They're gonna look into your. They're gonna X-rays on you, chest X-rays. They're gonna check your heart. What else they gonna do? Oh, blood tests. They're gonna check your blood. They're gonna take your blood. They're gonna do TB test. All that kind of medical stuff. They're gonna check you out medically, make sure you're fine to do the academy. So I checked out with that. What else we got? I talked about the home visit. Today I signed my my new hire paperwork. What? Paperwork. My new hire paperwork. I signed that today. My I-9, W-4. Is it what called W-4? I don't know. Tax information and all that. So, did all that information. I've been hired. I go to the academy in, what's today? Tuesday? Oh, I go to the academy next week. Huh. Yeah, start the academy next week. And there will be a whole series about that, hopefully. Because that's going to be a process. It's 13 weeks. So, I will make a series about that. End of the week, I'll make a video, I think. Depends how I do, Wait, I got chicken cooking in the oven. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I had chicken cooking in the oven I forgot about. Anyway, like I said, Academy starts next week. It's 13 weeks long. I will make a series about that at the end of each week. Probably on a Saturday, maybe? Friday night or Saturday. I don't know yet. I'll just explain what I've gone through, what I'm dealing with, Because it's intense. I've heard it's intense. I got talked to today about it. I was told that they will scream at you, yell at you, but I got told not to take it personally, so they're just trying to mentally prepare you for the environment. Also, another update, I am in school for criminal justice, and ironically, I currently just started my corrections course. So that's funny, right? Corrections? All right. Anyway, so back to the process. It's been a long process. I started in the summer. I applied, passed each step. The physical test. Now, for our department, you have to do a mile run. You have to go up 2 flights of stairs, up and down. Well, let me back up real quick. Hold on. So, first you have to run the mile. Then you get like a little break. And then you have to run up 2 flights of stairs, come back down, drag a 45-pound sled across the parking lot, and then do another half lap around the building. And that's the physical. At first I thought it was easy. I was like, well, after the run, because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't run. I didn't practice. I barely even stretched. That run kicked me, dude. That run about took me out. Not really. I didn't really stop. I only stopped for like 30 seconds. But I did pretty good. I passed it, obviously. But when we got to the stairs part, they're like, the next event, you're going to have to go up 2 flights of stairs, come down, pull a 45-pound sled, and then run around the building once. I was like, that's easy. I got that. Man, I was wrong. We were all wrong. Because as you're waiting to get up the stairs, you take off running up the stairs. You're like, oh, yeah, I got this. Yeah. You go flying down the stairs. I was having fun. I'm like, I'm waiting for that weight. Get that weight, drag it across the parking lot. I said, well, it's easy. I take off running. I about fell out. My legs were... that's the oven. My legs were jelly. Like, I was about to fall out. Like, I could not run. I was like, oh my gosh, my legs just magically turned to jelly after pulling that 45-pound weight sled. It wasn't that far, but it freaking, I don't know what it did to me, but we all were like, oh wow, that made our legs feel like jelly. But we've all finished. We're good. So that's what I'm doing with. I passed everything, like I said. My next step is Academy. Yeah. I'm going to Academy next week. Exciting. I am really excited. I'm really nervous. I wouldn't say scared, but I've been tased before, so I'm not too worried about getting tased. I'll drop the taser video in there real quick. Maybe I might do it. I don't know. I don't know how to do that in this video, but yes, you gotta get tased. The thing I'm concerned about, that's a dryer, but the thing I'm concerned about is getting pepper sprayed. That just sounds horrible. It sounds scary. It sounds extremely painful, and it's everything like that. It's all that. It's scary. It's painful. It's horrible. Never been pepper sprayed before, but it's about to happen. I don't know when, but I think I might make a video on the first day of Academy about how the day went, what happened. I can't record at the Academy, obviously. I won't have my phone. I don't have to do a Living Academy because my academy is literally 10 minutes away from me. Like, it's right down the road, like the next street over. So I'm lucky enough to have an academy that's 10 minutes away. Like I said, it's not a Living Academy, so I go home at the end of the day. It's just normal business hours, 7 to 3, whatever you want to call it, 7 to 4, Monday through Friday for 13 straight weeks. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty nervous. I have a lot of emotions right now. I don't know, I don't know. Nervous. But they say you'll make it through. As long as you try, put your heart into it, you do all right. It's going to be extremely challenging or challenging. I say extremely challenging, but not impossible. So we are going to give that a shot. So, like I said, I have the heart to serve, protect people, be there for people, be a public servant. That's why I like going for the jobs I've been going for. That's what I've been trying to do. That's why I was interested in the military, so I can serve my country. That's why I did firefighting, because I wanted to help save lives. And I'm not with firefighting anymore right now because my car went down and I lived like an hour away from the fire station, so that didn't work out too well. But now I am back into law enforcement, and I'm going to stick with law enforcement because it's what I've really wanted to do. I'm happy. So we are going to find out what's going to happen to my adventure. Please pray for me. Give me your prayers and thoughts. Give me some positive vibes, positive messages. Help me get through this. I need some support. It's gonna be an experience. I'm waiting to find out what's gonna happen. Tuesday. I'm less than 10 days away from starting the academy. Gonna be once I get out, I'll be a sworn law enforcement officer, which has been a big dream of mine. So hopefully I make this. Hopefully I make it through. It's been a good dream, but yeah, this video is getting long, but just a little update what's going on, a little rundown about how I got back into law enforcement and what process I had to go through. My next video will be maybe Friday night. I don't know, Friday night or Saturday, depends on how I feel after. Oh wait, actually, it might be. I don't know. We'll have to find out because I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you guys for looking at my videos, supporting me, being there for me, and hope I make it through this process. Thank you for watching.